Back home, time to stretch out, relax, take a shower, 10 feet away from my helicopter. Oh hey, right, we have children now.
Never tell me about your papa.
I hate my papa. He's right over there, I think. I don't know.
Tepe, Eli, what's the matter? Fighting will get you nowhere, Eli.
Except here. We're professional fighting men.
This is the second fucking time this has happened. I think all knives have to be just away when Liquid is around. Like, if there is a knife, he will put it in his hands.
And then somewhere else fun.
Yeah. This is why we can't keep babysitters. They quit after one shift.
Enough.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. I stabbed him in the throat. Anyway, eventually, you're gonna be my boss, and it'll be cool. So,
Yeah.
if we could just get off on the right foot here today.
It's just no hard feelings 20 years down the line, okay? This cutscene is just Ocelot beating up a child a lot. Go to your room.
Well, boss, we installed another strut. This one's just bounce houses and ice cream sundae stations. New recruits love it.
One another's nom de guerre. But here, we insist they use their real names. That hasn't sat
Yeah,
too
like
well.
Raging Buffalo or whatever the fuck. That's definitely policy here.
Well, it is their real names because they all had to, when recruited, legally change their names.
Mmm.
Oh, that kid. Constantly getting to knife fights with all my men.
Easily taking out any of them that aren't named.
Times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again.
Go beat him up a fourth
If you don't
time.
mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round with him.
Anyhow, I think he's going through puberty or something.
Boss, someone else has turned symptomatic.
Oh, damn it.
The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate, we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the
Oh, I should have been doing my homework in between sessions, huh?
Well, we'll take another quick look at our people here. Yeah, in the killed in action tab, we got like about a dozen guys dead from the disease.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I think last time though, you had a decent idea of checking out people who
Is it that they're all multilingual, or is everybody multilingual?
at this pretty much every soldier that you recruit is going to be multilingual
Okay.
in the game. But yeah, like one of my theories early on was going like, okay, if obviously it's like happening between, like it's not a race thing, it's not a gender thing because the women get sick too. So I thought it was like maybe it's like related to their skills. Like what if it's like happening because like of those dudes who have the unsanitary skill?
Oh.
So that was my line of thought for a while. So anytime I found anybody who was unsanitary, I was immediately quarantining them.
Wash your hands or get locked in a box.
Yeah, come on. I see you, dirty buffalo. Fucking wash your hands. We have UV lights. Look at them.
We're gonna turn you into a water buffalo.
All right. It's time to be a dad.
Boss, you have to put an end to this epidemic.
My favorite missions in video games, being a dad.
And sometimes being a dad means knowing how to discipline your child.
Right.
First you take a pillowcase, then you fill it with doorknobs.
Well, I don't got any of those. Also, my son has a machete. So I'm gonna keep my distance from my son. And I'm gonna discipline him by shooting him in the head with a tranquilizer. Hey, you come back here, you rascal! What are you doing? Never be game over. What does that even mean?
God, was game over even a thing in 1984? Like,
I mean,
probably?
Yeah, totally.
Was that in Asteroids?
I mean, it was. Game Over Man was in. Wait, was that the first
Oh, it was in
Alien? Or the second?
Aliens.
Yeah, it was an
Yeah.
Alien. That was
Aliens, yeah.
But, hey. Yeah. Also, at some point he pilfered Mother Base of stun grenades, so he'll just chuck those around now.
He's resourceful.
Yeah. I don't even know where he got the machete. We don't use those here.
It was an FOB thing.
Oh, dang it.
Got him. He stole it from another suspiciously similar PMC on a strut.
I just wish there's some way the game could visualize all the different bases from all the different players, like in just one giant ocean. Like there's just no room in the ocean anymore. It's all FOBs.
You can walk from New York to Madrid.
Yeah.
Get back here, you little whippersnapper.
I like that Liquid's run is only slightly faster than Big Boss's walking. He's just so tiny. Oh man. But yeah, Liquid has like 10 times the amount of stamina a normal soldier in this game has. He is just the
And
hardiest
so many
child.
machetes.
Yeah, he's
Just
very
so many.
Yeah. It's just
Hey, somebody left diamonds just
Yeah.
loose.
the guys just don't pack the diamonds very well, so when they're being carried by the helicopter, they just sprinkle all over the place. Come on, kid. That 12-year-old boy is more ripped than I will ever be in my entire life. The child could defeat me in arm wrestling handily. Well, took care of
That rat finally
my son.
accepted that he lost. Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient.
Well, what we don't know is that the law of the jungle is best 2 out of 3.
Right. And yeah, a really easy way to take care of him is just fucking strike him with lightning.
I think that's true for a lot of things in life.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't have to do that extra little boss fight with him, but if you do, you get an item from him. Also, we have a master's certificate in marking, which if you get this just for marking a lot of enemies throughout the game, and it's just a permanent upgrade that makes it so that you won't mark inflatable decoys anymore. You can tell the difference between them and real men.
Well, boss, I printed out a certificate for you on our dot matrix. Thought you could hang it up in your office.
And for beating up Liquid, you get his conch shell, which lets you develop Molotov cocktails and also Fulton balloons that can Fulton children.
Hooray!
Yay! We can collect kids now!
I don't follow the logic, but I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want child extraction.
Yeah, new all-natural child extraction. Please ask your pharmacist.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
You know, with the development of the new strut, that's just stuff for kids. They could very easily start charging admission for just civilians.
Yeah, eventually R&D is going to develop Nickelodeon GAC.
Oh man, that would be so good for blinding guards, though. Just throw it right in their face. You could even, like, call in an airstrike of CAC. Just drop it on a whole base.
It turns out Wild and Crazy Kids was sponsored by the CIA in order to groom potential future recruits.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what they don't tell you.
All suppressed by the Patriots, of course.
Obviously.
Why, GAC has been around since the 1800s.
That's why they had to stop suppressing the letter K.
It just came up all of a sudden, like the 60s. It's weird.
Boss, the intel team's hard at work investigating the cause of that illness spreading through Mother Base.
Good, because I don't want to figure it out myself.
Progress has been slow, until now. We just got a distress call from one of them. He said he's got intel on the origin of the disease. But the PF in the area got to him before we did. There's been no further contact from him, but we know he's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. There's still a good chance he's alive. We can't afford to let him die. Right now, he's the only link we have to the root cause of the epidemic. Get our man back, boss.
Alright. This is a very tiny mission.
Yeah.
It's super tiny. But we're gonna go back to using D-Dog for a little bit.
Okay.
We've developed some new stuff for him. Another sneaking suit, but this time it has a stun knife.
Fantastic.
It's great.
Wonderful little booties. Very good.
It's just incredible that D-Dog is so well behaved that he never does that thing dogs do when they wear little boots. Where they shake their paws.
The high stepping?
Yeah, he never has done that.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. Problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard
Who's a
post on
good
the western
boy?
end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's our only link to the root cause of the epidemic. That's the house where the target is being held. They must be interrogating him there. If he lets slip that the intel he has is related to Cypher, it's only a matter of time before they come to eliminate him.
Oh, man.
The Diamond Dogs is resting on that one man.
Be careful down there, boss.
I don't mean to pet him directly in the very back of his butt every time I do it, but it's just how things kind of end up lining up most of the time. And there's also the occasional times where DD's still in an animation, so he'll just dodge your pet.
The boss learned how to give physical affection from watching football games.
Right.
So
Oh, there's the house. It's immediately right there.
it is a small mission. Huh?
Yeah, it's very tiny. Oh, watch out, that guy's skill was tough guy.
I bet he likes to think so.
Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is
No,
being
I
held.
found it.
Yeah.
You dropped
Yeah,
me
got
right
it.
on top of it, basically. Like, you could have just...
All good.
You could have just dropped me right on top of it, and I could have just crashed through the ceiling. And I could have just... There would be a hole there, and I could just Fulton him out. And myself. And the dog.
It's the perfect plan.
Yeah. Haven't seen too much of this yet, but those are landmines on the map right there. Dee can also bark to tell you that there are mines around.
What a smart fella.
Yeah. landmines get placed if you sneak around a lot and you specifically sneak around using like side routes into the base. And so those routes all around the map will start getting blocked off with mines. It's too bad you can't pick up mines with your feet anymore.
Aww.
Yeah, you just gotta get behind him and just hold a button. Not nearly as fun as just grabbing him with your feet. Dee Dee found the guy already. Thanks, Dee Dee.
You don't even need to be here.
No, the dog can do it.
It's the perfect team is Quiet and Dee Dee.
Yeah, she'll snipe everybody, and Dee Dee can just fucking Fulton everybody, because he has infinite Fultons in his little doggy bag. Uh-oh.
You're superfluous. You're vestigial.
Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target.
What?
Will he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast.
Now, if you had just ran right in fast as you could you have gotten him before this event?
Oh yeah, and we'll see that too.
Boss, did
Okay.
you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger.
Wow, this guy sucks. Think of all the times you've rammed a Jeep into something and it didn't explode.
Right? You have to try very hard in this game to explode a vehicle. Like, if it's not being shot at and you don't run it into explosive barrels or something, like, it takes a lot. Even just normal-ass Jeeps are going to take a lot of damage before they blow up. But yeah, if you don't get to them in time, everyone gets alerted by the big vehicle explosion. So you gotta be pretty quick before, because they'll just like run up to him and like after they stare at him for about 10 seconds, they'll just fucking blast him in the face.
Has to be around here somewhere.
Electric knife.
Hell yes. Hell yes. The electric knife, which is somehow less deadly than a regular knife.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's still breathing, but he's in no shape for a Fulton extraction. Can you carry him? That's fine. I'll send a chopper. Get the target to the RV.
Yeah, I really like.
Not much of a conversationalist. This guy.
No, I mean I guess he must have knocked himself out, crashing a
I
car and
guess.
flying out of it.
Like if you are extracting a plot important prisoner and you cannot immediately phone them, I expect a certain amount of monologuing.
Yeah.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Yeah, I really like using Dee Dee with the electric knife. It's just, it makes me think of what could have been if you could have Blade Wolf as a co-op partner in a Metal Gear Rising sequel. It's close. It's a dog with an electric sword. We're basically halfway there. It just needs to be a dog-shaped robot buddy.
Just needs to have a dry, sarcastic wit.
Yeah.
Are we sure that's less than lethal? Are we absolutely positive? Because it looks pretty rough.
It looks really bad. It looks like it could probably just stop your heart, honestly.
Does anybody in this PFC have a pacemaker?
Oh, jeez.
Or any arrhythmia issues?
But yeah. Normally you gotta carry that guy after he crashes the vehicle. But yeah, if you just run to him very quickly before he can get in that truck, or even stop the truck before he crashes it, you can just pick him up and no one will be alerted, and it's way easier.
He got out on his own. Boss, cover his escape, then extract him once the coast is clear.
And also,
Look, how about I get in the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also, like, if you pick him up before he crashes, he will monologue.
I know where they got their pathogen.
This is the true timeline.
They have the mansion. Surrounded.
The Devil's House?
The old man.
Die.
Is he 100 years old and Native American? I gotta know.
You gotta.
What are his feelings on nuclear proliferation?
Our other men got me out of that mansion. Acted as human shields. Told me, get this intel to the boss. They have them now. Somewhere.
Okay. So the other difference here is if you rescue the guy after he has crashed his vehicle, he sustains extra injuries, and like you'll get the same info from him at the end of the mission, but he'll die afterwards. And if you rescue him before he can crash the truck, he'll live, and you get an extra soldier.
Yay!
Gaining altitude.
But yeah, like if you're speedrunning this mission, it's like a minute.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Departing. Mission complete.
I just keep waiting for him to bop the barrel of the sniper rifle on the camera.
Yeah.
It's so close.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
More about the dog with the electric knife than you, though.
Probably. That's going to be a central feature of the stories, to be sure.
Brutal ram. Oh, just a hungry barracuda.
Boss, the intel team member you extracted is gonna be okay. All thanks to your quick actions. He keeps muttering the same things over and over. About the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. This is our only lead, boss. Let's go meet this Code Talker.
I hope he's also an English talker. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get info out of him otherwise.